Chosen one. Pause and listen. This is not just another ordinary day rolling toward you. This Monday is unlike the others you've seen. Heaven interrupts your scrolling, your wandering thoughts, and your restless routine, because you need to know. This Monday carries a weight in the spirit realm. You are not reading these words by chance. You are intercepted by a divine summons. You are different. You were never built to blend in, never designed to move with the crowd without thought. That is why you sense things others do not. That is why you feel the pull of this message as though it were written with your name inscribed upon it. The air around you has been shifting, quietly but certainly. And Monday is the moment where everything sharpens. This Monday is dangerous. Not because of what the calendar says in the natural, but because in the unseen realm, forces of opposition are aligning. It is not paranoia, it is discernment. You have lived through too many battles to dismiss this tug in your spirit. Every wound, every tear, every silent prayer has prepared you for this revelation. Do not take it lightly. Think about it. How many times have Mondays carried heaviness, strange distractions, sudden conflicts, or moments where your spirit was pressed down without explanation? That pattern is not coincidence. Darkness understands timing. Darkness studies cycles, and it chooses moments when people are vulnerable, distracted, or unguarded to release its schemes. This Monday is one of those moments, but you are not defenseless. You are not blind. Heaven sees you. The Spirit of God has already marked you, not for destruction, but for deliverance, not for confusion, but for clarity. That is why your eyes are on these words right now. Heaven does not waste time. The world may mock such warnings. The world may say, "It's just another day." But you know better. Your spirit knows better. You have felt too much spiritual turbulence to deny it. Chosen one. This Monday is a battle line, and you must be ready. Preparation does not mean fear. Preparation means you walk in awareness, clothed in prayer, shielded by the word, anchored in peace. Preparation means you set aside the noise and give attention to the voice of God. Preparation means you do not move casually, but intentionally. Hear this clearly. God does not sound alarms for entertainment. He does not stir your heart for nothing. Every whisper you've heard in the late hours, every dream you cannot shake, every uneasiness in your chest, it has been heaven's way of saying, "Wake up, beloved. A storm is scheduled for Monday." End of 4. As the prophet wrote in the scroll of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 5, "Look at the nations and watch, be utterly amazed, for I am going to do something in your days unbelievable." Let those words anchor you. Fear may whisper, but faith roars louder. Shadows may fall across your path, but light burns stronger inside you. You do not walk into this Monday as a victim. You walk in as a chosen warrior. Your very presence disrupts the plans of darkness. When you wake up on Monday morning and breathe a prayer, when you lift your eyes toward heaven, when you whisper the name of Jesus, the atmosphere trembles. What others see as ordinary, God has marked as extraordinary. And that is why the enemy trembles when you understand who you are. So you cannot afford to treat this Monday like any other. Do not oversleep in the spirit. Do not numb yourself with distractions. Do not push aside the tug in your chest. Instead, rise early. Lift your voice and place the day into God's hands before the sun even finishes climbing the sky. Heaven will meet you there. Peace will cover you there. Strength will infuse you there. You will find clarity where others stumble in confusion. While some may walk blindly into snares, you will step around them with wisdom, because you listened. Chosen one. Hear this final charge for today. If this message resonates with you, do not keep it locked away. Share it, so another chosen one might be awakened before Monday arrives. Press the like button so this message rises and finds those who need it most. Comment below to seal your readiness. And do not forget to subscribe so you never miss the divine alerts. Heaven sends your way. And now, declare boldly in the comments this prophetic seal. 77. This is not superstition. It is a symbol of divine completion and spiritual covering over your Monday. By typing it, you align with heaven's warning and heaven's promise. You are covered. You are ready. You are chosen. Step forward into Monday, not with trembling, but with unshakable faith. Chosen one. In the quiet hours before Monday arrives, there have been whispers around you. Perhaps you have felt them in the late watches of the night, when silence pressed against your soul and the room seemed still. Yet your spirit stirred. Maybe it came through sudden thoughts you could not explain, through dreams that lingered in your chest long after you awoke, or even through the subtle tension in the air that made you uneasy without reason. These signals are not random. They are heaven's coded alerts, preparing you for what is about to unfold. Many dismiss such impressions, calling them coincidence, imagination, or simple nerves. But you, chosen one, are not like the rest. You have been given a sensitivity in your spirit, an antenna tuned to frequencies the natural mind cannot catch. These nudges are not burdens, they are blessings. They are the Father's way of steering you away from danger, of positioning you for safety, of readying you for victory. In the days leading toward Monday, notice how distractions increase, how fatigue sneaks in, how unnecessary conflicts try to rise from nowhere. Each of these is a signal. The enemy tries to tire you out, to waste your focus, to lure you into small entanglements so that you walk into the larger battlefield drained and unaware. But because you are chosen, you are not deceived. You recognize the patterns for what they are. Think back to the times you ignored the warning. Think of the consequences that followed when you brushed aside the gentle nudge in your spirit. Pain taught you what peace had already whispered. But now you have grown, and now you are alert. This Monday does not catch you unprepared. Heaven has been sending advance notice. The Spirit has been aligning details, slowing your steps, highlighting certain words, drawing your attention to passages you once overlooked. What you call interruptions are often interventions. The delay that frustrated you, the sudden pause that forced you to stop, the small disturbance that broke your rhythm, they were not accidents. They were heaven's hand on your shoulder, whispering, "Look again, pay attention. There is something ahead." And signals often arrive in the ordinary. You may hear it in the way someone speaks to you unexpectedly, or in the way a passage in a book seems to leap from the page, or in the way your heart feels heavy, though nothing outward has changed. Do not despise these small alerts. To the chosen, nothing is small. Every whisper counts. Every sign matters. Chosen one. Your inner world is sacred ground. This is where God often meets you. That uneasy stirring, that strong impression, that sudden clarity, it is not just thought. It is encounter. The living God still speaks. The Creator has not gone silent. And when He marks a day as significant, He prepares His own with signals that cannot be ignored. Lift your memory back over the past week. Have you noticed moments that seemed strange? Have you felt that something was pressing in but could not put it into words? Those were not illusions. They were advance warnings. This Monday is not meant to surprise you, because heaven never allows the chosen to be blindsided without first sending a sign. Chosen one. You must learn to treasure these signals. Hold them like sacred letters delivered directly to your heart. Record them. Reflect on them. Ask the Spirit for interpretation. What others laugh at or miss, you are entrusted with, and in this trust lies your safety. In this attentiveness lies your strength. The Spirit spoke through the prophet Jeremiah. Chapter 33, verse 3. Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. These signals are not puzzles meant to confuse you, but invitations meant to draw you deeper. The Father longs for you to ask, to lean closer, to listen more carefully. When you call, He answers. When you notice, He reveals. And in His revelation, you are armed. The world moves quickly, dismissing spiritual impressions as nothing more than fleeting emotions. But you cannot afford that luxury. You are chosen. Your sensitivity is your shield. Your discernment is your sword. While others stumble unaware into the traps of Monday, you will step carefully, guided by signals only heaven could provide. Chosen one. Take courage. These signals do not come to frighten you, but to fortify you. They do not come to paralyze, but to propel. The very fact that you feel the stirring proves that you are aligned with heaven's watchtower. You are being prepared, warned, and armed. And because of that, Monday will not swallow you, it will sharpen you. So guard your heart. Watch with open eyes, and lean into the whispers. The signals are heaven's early gift, marking you not as a victim of Monday, but as a victor who walks through it aware, awake, and unstoppable. Chosen one. Look carefully at the rhythm of your life. Have you noticed the way Mondays often carry weight heavier than other days? Patterns are not coincidences, they are clues. Darkness has a way of recycling strategies, circling back again and again, trying to wear you down through repetition. And if you are honest, you can recall that some of your hardest battles, your fiercest temptations, and your sharpest conflicts seem to fall on Mondays. Think back. How many times did you step into Monday with hope and determination, only to feel an invisible pressure slam against you? How often did the week begin with sudden arguments, unexpected setbacks, or mental fog that made even the simplest task exhausting? These were not random. The enemy loves beginnings, because if he can poison the start, he can weaken the journey. That is why Mondays are contested ground. You, however, are no longer blind to this pattern. Being chosen means being awake. Where others repeat cycles without understanding, you discern the strategy, and with discernment comes authority. Now you can see the fingerprints of the enemy. not just in isolated events, but in the rhythm of your days. What was once confusion now becomes revelation. This Monday ahead is part of that same strategy, but here is the difference. You are equipped. You will not stumble into it as before. You carry light that reveals what once hid in shadows. You have endured storms, learned from wounds, and grown stronger with every battle. That means this Monday, what was meant to drain, you will actually display your growth. Chosen one, the enemy has studied your patterns, but heaven has sealed your destiny. Even as darkness tries to use cycles against you, God uses those same cycles to build resilience in you. Every Monday where you felt crushed was actually a training ground. Every pressure that pressed against you only revealed that you could withstand more than you knew. The repetition was not your ruin, it was your refining. Still, you must not be casual. Cycles are broken through awareness and intentional response. If you enter Monday unaware, the pattern repeats. But when you step in with clarity, armed with the word, grounded in prayer, and guarded in your heart, the cycle breaks. You will no longer be predictable prey. You will be the one setting the pace, shifting the atmosphere, and commanding the day. We find in the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Now, this truth is not theory, it is survival. It means that even if Monday tries to rise against you with chaos, you will not bow. Even if distractions swarm, your focus will hold. Even if opposition presses hard, the strength of Christ within you will lift you higher. The cycle ends not because the pressure vanishes, but because your inner strength outlasts it. Chosen one, you are standing in a moment of decision. Will you treat this Monday as just another ordinary day? Or will you see it as contested ground? A battlefield where cycles must break. The choice is in your hands. You cannot afford passivity. You cannot shrug and drift. This is the moment where you rise, take authority, and declare that the old patterns no longer rule over you. And here is where your response matters. Right now, I want you to write in the comments these 3 words. I break cycles. Now, do not underestimate the power of this act. It is more than text on a screen. It is a prophetic declaration, a public alignment, a visible marker that you are stepping out of repetition and into breakthrough. By typing those words, you are not only sealing your own decision, you are also encouraging other chosen ones who read it to rise with you. When you comment, you are planting a flag in the ground. You are saying to yourself, to heaven, and to the unseen realm, no more. The chain ends here. The pattern is broken. It is simple, but it is powerful. And as you do it, your spirit aligns with heaven's authority. Remember this. Chosen one, darkness repeats cycles, but light writes new stories. The enemy relies on predictability, but God delights in surprise. The devil wants you trapped in reruns, but heaven calls you into a premiere. This Monday will not be a recycled defeat. It will be a fresh victory. Do not fear the pattern you've seen before. Recognize it, expose it, and then declare your freedom from it. You are chosen to disrupt cycles, to carry light where shadows try to linger, to walk forward while others circle back. Your life is not a loop, it is a line stretching upward into destiny. So step boldly. Monday is coming, but it will not master you. The cycle ends here because you have spoken, you have declared, and you have aligned with strength greater than your own. You are chosen, and chosen ones are cycle breakers. Chosen one, you must understand how carefully darkness studies you. The unseen enemy is not reckless, it is strategic. Just as an army sends scouts to watch its opponent, so the forces of darkness observe you. They note your patterns, your weaknesses, your moments of fatigue. They record when you are distracted, when you are discouraged, and when you are least alert. Monday is not chosen by accident. It is chosen because it has been studied as a moment when people are most vulnerable. You are marked not only by heaven, but also noticed by the enemy. This is the paradox of being chosen. To be marked by God means to be a carrier of light, but that light becomes a target. Your life shines with a brilliance that cannot be ignored in the spiritual realm. While others may blend in with the crowd, you carry a glow that betrays your identity to both heaven and hell. But take courage in this. To be watched by darkness is proof that you are significant. Ordinary lives do not attract extraordinary warfare. If you were unimportant, the enemy would leave you alone. The very fact that traps are set against you proves the weight of your calling. Darkness does not attack what does not threaten it. The reason you feel pressure, the reason snares have been arranged, the reason whispers of intimidation creep toward you, it is all because your destiny carries fire that terrifies shadows. You are marked. Yes, but marked with purpose. Chosen one. This Monday is being observed by more than eyes. You can see. The enemy anticipates your reaction. It hopes for carelessness, for complacency, for distraction, but you will not fall into that script. You will not play the role it has written for you. Instead, you will rise in unexpected strength, guided by the Spirit. Moving in rhythms the enemy cannot predict. You are not a puppet of cycles. You are a disruptor of cycles. You are not a victim of surveillance. You are a weapon in the hands of God. When darkness sets its eyes on you, let it see a warrior who does not cower, but stands unshaken. Let it see a chosen vessel who refuses to be predictable. Your marking is not a curse, it is an honor. Heaven has placed its seal upon you. The Spirit within you burns brighter than any shadow cast against you. And while the enemy watches to trap you, heaven watches to keep you. The Father's gaze is not one of suspicion, but of delight. Not one of condemnation, but of protection. Remember how you have survived battles you thought would destroy you. Think of the nights you wept, yet found yourself still standing in the morning. Recall the traps you nearly fell into, but somehow escaped. That somehow was not luck, it was grace. While darkness observed you, heaven shielded you. This Monday, you must walk with the awareness that you are seen, but not shaken. You are targeted, but not trapped. Yes, the enemy has studied your ways, but God has already written your victory. You may feel pressure, but pressure does not define you. Purpose does. The voice of God thundered in the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Let these words cut through every fear of being watched, every anxiety about what lies ahead. You do not need to scramble or panic. The one who marked you also defends you. The one who called you also shields you. Your role is not to fear the eyes that watch you, but to rest in the eyes that guard you. Chosen one, Learn to walk with calm authority. Darkness may observe, but it cannot dictate your steps. It may plot, but it cannot prevail. Its traps are real, but they are not final. Heaven has already provided the way of escape. You walk through this Monday not as prey, but as a vessel carrying fire. When others crumble under pressure, you will stand. When others are ensnared, you will slip through untouched. When others are silenced, your voice will still declare truth. You are marked. Yes, but marked for victory. So, do not shrink back because of the eyes upon you. Do not live in paranoia. Do not become enslaved to fear of what darkness might do. Instead, walk boldly, knowing that the very act of you moving forward is warfare. Every step you take in faith is a declaration. I know I am marked, but I am not moved. And chosen one. Let Monday come. Let the traps be set. Let the eyes of darkness linger. None of it can overthrow the seal of heaven on your life. The Lord who fights for you will not lose. And because he will not lose, neither will you. Chosen one. When heaven interrupts your routine, it is never without purpose. You may think your steps are ordinary, but in truth, your path is constantly redirected by divine hands. There are moments when the Father halts you, not to delay you, but to prepare you. And this Monday, more than ever, he wants you still, aware, and strengthened before the storm presses in. Imagine a shepherd guiding his flock across rough terrain. Sometimes the sheep are eager to run forward, but the shepherd pauses them at the water's edge to drink, to regain strength, to be refreshed, not because the journey has ended, but because the hardest part is still ahead. That pause, that interruption, is not punishment, it is protection. In the same way, God is pausing you. You may feel restless, eager to keep moving, ready to brush off the inner nudges. But heaven whispers, wait, drink deeply of my presence, receive strength. Because Monday is not an ordinary stretch of ground, it is contested territory. May, beloved, do not resent the interruptions of God. Those are the very moments that save you from battles you are not ready to fight. Every delay you experience, every sudden pause, every unexpected shift in your schedule may be heaven's shield wrapping around you. When you recognize that, gratitude replaces frustration. You no longer say, "Why did this happen?" but instead, "Thank you, Father, for steering me." You begin to see that your life is not random. You are not drifting in chaos. You are guided. And being guided means being guarded. The ancient words recorded in Romans chapter 8, verse 31 still echo today. If God is for us, who can be against us? And because this is true, chosen one, I want to speak from the heart about something practical. Just as the shepherd tends his flock, so this message tends to your soul. But tending takes work, and work requires support. If this stream of words has been water to your spirit, if you have felt heaven speak through them, then I invite you out of sincerity, not pressure, to consider helping this work continue. Press the like button, not as an empty click, but as though you are placing a lantern on the path, lighting the way for another soul who feels lost. Share this message as though you are passing a cup of cool water to someone parched in the desert. Subscribe as though you are saying, "Yes, I want to remain under this covering." to hear the next whisper, "Heaven places here." And if you feel it on your heart, to go further, to plant into this work with a donation. Think of it not as giving something away, but as sowing a seed into soil that produces eternal fruit. Like a farmer who puts a seed into the ground, trusting rain and sunlight to bring harvest. Your support allows these messages to multiply, to reach more chosen ones across the earth, who desperately need the same encouragement you have found. I do not ask from a place of demand, but from a place of faith. Just as Paul wrote letters to strengthen believers, and others carried those letters to distant places, so too these messages travel. And with your hand, they can travel farther, faster, and reach those still asleep in cycles of defeat. This is not a transaction, it is participation in a mission. It is saying, "I see the value of this light, and I will help it shine further." It is becoming part of something larger than yourself, something eternal, something that lifts others, even when you may never meet them face to face. So, beloved chosen one, do not overlook the shepherd's pause. This very moment your reading of these words is heaven's interruption to prepare you for Monday. And just as you receive, consider becoming a vessel through which others can receive as well. Your readiness is not only for yourself. You are part of a body, a family, an unseen fellowship of chosen ones scattered across nations. Your act of sharing, of supporting, of spreading this flame is how the army of light grows stronger together. So let your response today be both inward and outward. Inward, by letting God prepare your heart for Monday's test. Outward, by helping this light reach another heart before their test arrives. Together, these acts build a shield, not only for you, but for many. Chosen one, do not resist heaven's interruption. Embrace it. Drink deeply of its strength. And if this message has watered you, consider watering the soil that produced it. Like rivers that feed into the sea, your contribution, whether through action or support, flows into something larger than you, something eternal. And when Monday comes, you will know. You are not only prepared, you are part of a greater movement. You are not walking alone. You are walking with heaven. And you are walking with a family of chosen ones who have chosen to carry light together. Chosen one. There are moments in the spiritual journey when you are called to act prophetically, not just privately. It is not enough to feel the warning, not enough to silently agree with what heaven whispers. At times, you must put a seal upon your faith, something visible, something spoken, something declared, because what you declare in faith becomes a wall of fire around you. This Monday carries weight, and heaven is calling you to mark it before it arrives. You cannot walk into it casually. You must cover it, dedicate it, and seal it. Prophetic acts are not superstition, they are faith made visible. When the Israelites placed blood upon their doorposts in Egypt, it was not magic, it was obedience. And that act caused the angel of death to pass over them. In the same way, you are being asked to place a prophetic mark on this Monday. You do not need paint or blood or ritual. All you need is faith expressed in action. That is why this moment matters. Chosen one. Type a number that carries prophetic weight. 999. This number symbolizes the completion of cycles and the ushering in of new beginnings. By writing it, you are declaring, the old cycle ends here. I step into what heaven has prepared for me. You are drawing a line in the sand, telling both yourself and the unseen world, no more repetition. I am moving into new territory. Do not take this lightly. It may look like just a number on a screen, but in the spirit, it is a banner, a seal, a decree. When you type it, you are saying, I agree with heaven's interruption. I accept the covering. I stand ready for what Monday will bring. No, as Jesus himself declared in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 18, truly I tell you, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. No, this is why your declaration matters. Heaven honors faith expressed. What you bind in your words is bound in the unseen. What you loose in your confession is loosed in your destiny. By typing 999, you bind the schemes of darkness that waited for Monday and loose the protection, peace, and provision of God over your life. Chosen one. Many underestimate such prophetic acts because they seem too simple. But faith is often simple. It was a simple act for Moses to stretch out his rod and watch the Red Sea split. It was a simple act for Joshua to march around Jericho with trumpets until the walls fell. It was a simple act for the widow to pour her last oil into empty jars and see them overflow. Simplicity does not weaken faith, it strengthens it, because it shows that the power belongs not to the act itself, but to the God who honors it. So when you type 999, you are not engaging in superstition, you are stepping into alignment. You are not pleasing an algorithm, you are pleasing heaven. And heaven delights when his chosen ones act in bold faith. This Monday is not only about what the enemy planned, it is about what heaven has prepared. But for you to step into that preparation, you must claim it with clarity. Prophetic acts open prophetic doors. Déclaration break destructive cycle. And bold obedience unlocks divine intervention. Think of it this way, when you comment 999, you are laying a stone into the foundation of your victory. One stone may seem small, but every foundation begins with a single stone. And together, those who act in faith build an altar, a place where heaven and earth meet. That is what you are doing here, not just typing, but building, sealing, and declaring. Chosen one. The Monday ahead is already marked as dangerous, but you are now marking it as protected. While others will walk in blind and stumble, you will walk in shielded, because you sealed it with faith. The difference is not in the day, the difference is in the decree. Take courage in this truth. You are not powerless. You are not at the mercy of cycles, traps, or unseen watchers. You are chosen, and chosen ones have authority by faith. You do not only survive what Monday brings, you shift it. You walk through it, not as prey but as one who carries heaven's seal. So let your declaration rise boldly. Type 999, not as empty numbers, but as prophetic language. Say to yourself, I end cycles. I begin anew. I am sealed. Let your heart align with your words, and watch how heaven moves to honor your faith. Chosen one. This Monday is no longer just dangerous, it is destined, and because you have marked it, you will not only endure it, you will overcome it. Chosen one. There is a light within you that you often underestimate. It burns quietly, yet its brilliance terrifies the shadows. You may feel ordinary in the eyes of the world, but in the unseen realm, you are anything but ordinary. Your very presence is disruptive to darkness. And this Monday, that light will be tested, not to extinguish it, but to prove its strength. Darkness has schemes. Yes, but schemes are worthless when exposed. A trap only works when it is hidden. A lie only deceives when it remains undetected. But your light carries the power of exposure. When you walk into Monday with your spirit awake, you are not simply enduring the day, you are shining upon the hidden plots that were laid in secret. And when the light shines, darkness has no choice but to scatter. Think of the countless times you sensed that something was wrong before it unfolded. That was your light working. Think of the moments you walked into a room and the atmosphere shifted without you speaking a word. That was your light disrupting. This is not arrogance, it is awareness. The Spirit of God within you is not passive. He radiates, and that radiation unsettles every plan of the enemy. Chosen one. Understand this truth. The devil does not fear your talent, your possessions, or your tittles. What terrifies him is the light you carry, because light exposes, and exposure dismantles. That is why you have faced opposition, not only in big battles, but in small, daily irritations. Darkness hopes to dim you, to discourage you, to distract you from realizing how bright you truly are. But here is what the enemy cannot erase. You are chosen, and the light within you is not borrowed. It is born from the Spirit of God. It does not flicker with circumstances. It does not weaken with fatigue. Even when you feel drained, that light remains. It is not sustained by your effort. It is sustained by His presence. We are reminded through the writings of David in the Psalms, chapter 27, verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, of whom shall I be afraid? These words are not poetry alone, they are reality. The light you carry is not abstract. It is the Lord Himself shining through you. And because of that, you walk without fear. You may sense the pressure of Monday. You may feel the heaviness of schemes. But you cannot be trapped in fear, because light makes you unshakable. Picture this, a dark room filled with hidden snares. To walk through it blind would be impossible. But when you carry light, every snare is revealed. The traps are still there, but they cannot harm you because you see them for what they are. That is what your spirit does when it walks in alignment with heaven. It exposes, it reveals, it protects. Chosen one. The enemy wanted Monday to be your stumbling ground, but instead, Monday will become your stage of revelation. The schemes will be seen, the lies will be uncovered, and the snares will be stepped over, not because you are flawless, but because your light reveals what others cannot see. This is why you must never downplay what you carry. Your presence is not neutral. When you walk into your workplace, your home, your school, or even your private thoughts, the light shifts the atmosphere. Conversations cannot remain the same. Plans cannot unfold unchanged. Darkness cannot remain comfortable. And that disruption is divine. You may feel the resistance of this disruption, but do not confuse resistance with defeat. Resistance is proof of impact. If you were harmless to darkness, you would not feel resistance. The pressure you sense is not a sign of weakness, it is evidence of your effect. You unsettle what is hidden. You disturb what is dark. You awaken what is sleeping. Chosen one, this Monday will not silence your light. Instead, it will magnify it. For even if clouds cover the sky, the sun remains burning above them. And even if shadows press in, light cannot be overtaken. You are a vessel of that unstoppable force. So walk boldly into Monday. Do not shrink when the atmosphere feels heavy. Do not hide when opposition rises. Do not question your worth when resistance grows. Stand firm. Shine freely. Declare in your spirit that you are not the one being disrupted. You are the disruptor. Chosen one. Your light is not fragile. It is fierce. And it will expose every hidden plot set against you. Let Monday come. Let the schemes be revealed. You are ready. And your light will not only survive, it will overcome. Chosen one. The horizon of this Monday is not just another sunrise. It is a battlefield waiting for your arrival. While others see routine meetings, tasks, obligations, you are being summoned into something deeper. For beyond the surface of your calendar lies an invisible struggle, a clash of kingdoms where your choices carry eternal weight. This is not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Too many sleepwalk into their days, unaware that every conversation, every decision, every thought is either advancing light or yielding ground to darkness. But you, chosen one, cannot walk unaware. You have been called to be vigilant, because this Monday is not neutral. It leans toward conflict, and heaven is equipping you even now to stand firm. Imagine an army encamped on the edge of a valley. They polish their armor, tighten their belts, sharpen their swords. The battle has not begun, yet the tension is already in the air. That is where you are now, on the edge of something. You may not see swords drawn in the natural, but in the spirit realm, forces are already aligning, and you must choose whether to walk in as a bystander or as a warrior. Chosen one, you were not created for passivity. The fire in your chest was not placed there to flicker unseen. You carry weapons unseen but powerful. Your words, when aligned with truth, slice sharper than steel. Your prayers, when whispered in faith, strike harder than arrows. Your obedience, when walked out in quiet strength, shakes foundations more violently than earthquakes. This Monday is not meant to crush you, it is meant to reveal what you carry. The enemy hopes to overwhelm you, but heaven intends to unveil you. For in the tension of battle, your true nature as a chosen warrior shines brightest. Do not mistake this for a conflict fought in your own strength. If you rely only on willpower, the weight of opposition will exhaust you. But you are not called to fight alone. Heaven fights with you, through you, and ahead of you. The Spirit of God equips you with strategies that no human mind could devise. Heaven speaks clearly through the words in Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 4. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies, to give you victory. Yet victory does not come by accident. It comes by awareness. You must step onto the battlefield with your eyes open, discerning the schemes, anticipating the traps, and refusing to give ground. The enemy may throw confusion, distraction, or sudden heaviness into your path, but you will not yield, because you know the truth. The battle is not fought on your strength, but on His. Chosen one. The preparation you feel right now is not wasted. Every warning, every stirring, every scripture that has come alive in recent days has been heaven sharpening your sword. You may feel tension, but tension is training. The unease in your spirit is not panic, it is readiness. Like a soldier before the trumpet sounds, you are alert, standing on the edge of action. And here is the mystery. Often the fiercest battles precede the greatest breakthroughs. Monday may feel heavy, but heaviness is often the veil hiding victory. Pressure does not mean defeat. It means the enemy is desperate. For when light is about to pierce darkness, shadows thrash hardest. So when you feel the weight of Monday pressing in, do not crumble. Recognize it for what it is, the tremor before triumph, the storm before calm, the noise before silence. Stand firm. Grip your weapons. Hold your ground. Because when the clash comes, you will not be the one who falls. Chosen one. You have been prepared for such a time as this. You are not standing here by chance. Your scars are not wasted. They are proof that you have survived before and will survive again. Your tears have watered the ground you now stand upon, and your endurance has forged in you a resilience that cannot be shaken. Step into Monday as though stepping onto sacred ground, for while it is a battlefield, it is also an altar. Your obedience will be the offering, and your victory will be the fire that consumes it. This is not just about survival, it is about revelation. Revelation of who you are, of who your God is, and of how unstoppable His chosen ones truly are. Let Monday come. Let the battle begin. You are ready not because of who you are alone, but because of who walks with you. Victory is not uncertain, it is sealed. And soon, what was meant to break you will become the very platform that proves you are unshakable. Chosen one. Pause and hear this. The victory of Monday does not come only from warnings or preparation. It comes from your response. Heaven can sound alarms. Prophets can speak. Signs can appear all around you. But if your heart does not align, if your mouth does not declare, if your feet do not move, then the opportunity is wasted. This Monday, your response will determine whether you stumble or stand, whether you shrink or shine. You are not powerless. You hold the authority to agree with heaven or to drift with distraction. That is why this moment is sacred. Every choice you make leading into Monday carries weight. Will you rise with awareness? Or will you allow weariness to dull you? Will you guard your words? Or let them be weapons against yourself? Will you stand as a warrior or collapse like a spectator? The decision rests with you. The enemy has always known the danger of a decisive response. That is why he prefers to keep people half awake, half committed, half believing. He thrives in lukewarm hearts, because indecision is fertile soil for defeat. But you, chosen one, are called to something different. You are called to respond with clarity, boldness, and conviction. Think of Joshua standing before the people, declaring, "Choose this day whom you will serve." That was not a polite suggestion, it was a dividing line. In the same way, Monday is not a day to float through, it is a day to choose. You must decide, before the sun rises, who you will be and how you will stand. The prophet Elijah spoke as recorded in the first book of Kings, chapter 18, verse 21. How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow Him. But if Baal is God, Follow him. This is the call echoing into your Monday. You cannot waver. You cannot half commit. You cannot keep one foot in distraction and one foot in destiny. The time for wavering is over. The time for decision has arrived. Chosen one. Let your response be firm. Let it be visible. Let it be undeniable. Heaven does not honor hesitation, it honors faith. Even if your faith feels small, what matters is that you release it. Small faith in a great God moves mountains, while great hesitation in a distracted soul leads to nothing. And this is why I want you, right now, to make a declaration not just in your heart, but with your words. Type this in the comments. I choose victory. And do not underestimate this act. By writing these words, you are sealing your decision. You are breaking the chain of wavering. You are aligning yourself with heaven's side in the battle for Monday. These 3 words carry power, because they are not casual, they are covenant. When you say, I choose victory, you are rejecting fear before it even knocks. You are rejecting confusion before it even clouds your mind. You are rejecting defeat before it even forms its trap. You are declaring in advance, I know the battle is coming, but I have already decided the outcome. Victory is mine, because the Lord fights for me. This declaration shifts your posture. It moves you from reactive to proactive. Instead of waiting to see how Monday unfolds, you are declaring how it will end. Instead of stumbling into the day, you are marching in with banners raised. Instead of hoping for survival, you are claiming triumph. Chosen one. Remember, heaven responds to declarations of faith. Angels are dispatched when words align with truth. Darkness trembles when you speak boldly, and your own soul is strengthened when your lips agree with what your spirit already knows. This is why you must not remain silent. Silence in the face of battle is surrender, but speech, faith-filled speech, is strategy. Your words are weapons, and today, those words are simple. I choose victory. Let them echo beyond the screen. Let them rise in your spirit. Let them seal your Monday. And when the battle presses in, you will remember what you wrote. You will remember that you chose. And that choice will strengthen your resolve. Do not fear the weight of this decision. It is not a burden. It is freedom. Wavering keeps you trapped, but choosing sets you free. Fear keeps you guessing, but faith keeps you grounded. And once you have chosen victory, nothing, no trap, no scheme, no distraction can undo what heaven has sealed. So, chosen one, stand tall, respond with boldness, choose with clarity. Monday is approaching, and the battlefield awaits. But you will not waver. You will not drift. You will not stumble in indecision. You will declare. You will decide. And you will walk in the victory that was prepared for you before the foundation of the world. Say it. Seal it. Live it. I choose victory. Chosen one. No warrior fights alone. You may carry light. You may wield weapons. But the battlefield is not designed to be walked in isolation. Even the strongest soldier falters if cut off from his army. Even the brightest flame can burn low when it is not joined with others. That is why heaven calls you into community. And this Monday, the strength you carry will multiply when it connects with the strength of others. Think of a single drop of water by itself. It dries quickly, lost on the ground. But when joined with others, it becomes a stream, a river, a flood that carves valleys and reshapes landscapes. That is what happens when chosen ones come together. Alone, you withstand pressure. Together, you break barriers. Alone, you glow. Together, you blaze. Community is not convenience, it is protection. The enemy thrives when people feel isolated. He whispers lies like, "You're the only one going through this. No one understands. No one cares." But those lies lose their power the moment you connect. Suddenly you see, you are not the only one. You are not abandoned. You are part of an army rising in the same spirit. The Apostle reminds us in his letter to the Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 27, "Now you are the body of Christ, and each one of you is a part of it." This means your strength matters to the whole, and the strength of the whole matters to you. You are not a loose fragment, you are a vital piece of a living body. And when the body moves together, no darkness can stop it. Chosen one. This is why I speak to you plainly. Do not keep this light for yourself. Let others hear it. Let others be awakened. Let others prepare as you are preparing. Press the like button, not for vanity, but as if striking a match, each click another spark that helps ignite the flame brighter. Share this message as though passing a torch into the hands of someone stumbling in the dark. Subscribe as though building a shelter where you know you will be fed again and again. And if your heart feels stirred to support this work beyond that, to give, to donate, then think of it this way: you are not tossing coins into a jar, you are planting seeds into soil that will grow forests. Each seed carries within it not just provision for you, but shade and fruit for countless others you may never meet. Imagine a traveler crossing a desert. Along the way, someone before them planted palm trees, dug wells, built resting places. The traveler never meets the planter, but their journey is saved because of that unseen act of generosity. That is what your giving does. It builds oases in deserts where other souls will one day pass, weary and thirsty, and find life again. I speak this not to burden you, but to invite you. Every like, every share, every subscription, every seed sown, it all becomes part of a greater tapestry. It all becomes another stone in a fortress of light that shelters chosen ones across nations. And in doing so, you are not only preparing yourself for Monday, you are helping prepare someone else for theirs. Remember this: the enemy isolates, but God gathers. Darkness divides, but light unites. And when chosen ones unite, their collective flame blinds every shadow. So take this moment seriously. Do not underestimate small actions. They are not small in the eyes of heaven. Each act of support is a ripple that becomes a wave, a whisper that becomes a roar, a spark that becomes a wildfire. Chosen one, you have been called to carry your light boldly, but you are also called to let it join with others, so that this Monday and every day after does not become a lonely struggle, but a shared victory. Together, we rise. Together, we overcome. Together, we show the world that the chosen ones do not walk alone. Chosen one. When a warrior steps onto the battlefield, they do not enter unarmed. Victory requires more than awareness. It requires weapons. You are not sent into Monday defenseless. Heaven equips you with strategies, scriptures, and declarations that cut sharper than steel. These are not tools of human design, they are divine instruments, forged in the fire of eternity, placed into the hands of those who dare to wield them. Consider the sword. In the natural, a sword cuts, defends, and establish authority. In the spirit, your sword is the word of God. Every verse you speak aloud slices through deception, confusion, and lies. The enemy thrives on distortion, but truth exposes him. That is why your knowledge and use of the word is not optional, it is vital. Then think of the shield. A soldier without one may fight bravely, but will be struck down quickly. Your shield is faith. It is not faith in yourself, nor in circumstances, but in the unshakable nature of God. Faith does not deny the arrows that fly, it extinguishes them. Every whisper of fear, every accusation, every sudden thought that tells you, you will not make it. Faith raises itself as a wall, quenching the flames before they consume you. Prayer is your spear. It does not only defend, it pierces. It stretches beyond your reach, striking at what lies ahead before you even arrive. When you pray over Monday, you are thrusting into the unseen, clearing traps, and scattering forces before they gather. Prayer is not passive, it is assault. And when you wield it, the unseen trembles. Worship is your banner. Armies carry banners not just for beauty, but for identity. They remind both the soldier and the enemy of who they fight for. When you lift worship, you raise heaven's banner over your life. You declare, I am marked. I am claimed. I am under the covering of the King. Worship shifts the atmosphere, not because of melody, but because of surrender. Chosen one. You cannot afford to walk into Monday carrying only human tools, logic, talent, or strength. These have value, but they are not enough. Spiritual battles require spiritual weapons, and you already have them. The question is, will you pick them up? The Apostle Paul wrote in his letter to the Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 11, put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. This is not advice, it is command. Armor must be worn daily, especially when stepping into contested days like Monday. To neglect it is to walk into arrows unguarded, but to wear it is to stand unshaken, no matter how fierce the opposition. Remember the stories written for our encouragement. David did not defeat Goliath with human weapons, but with the name of the Lord. Gideon did not overthrow armies with numbers, but with obedience. Jesus himself countered temptation, not with silence, but with scripture. These examples are not distant history, they are blueprints for you. And beyond those names are countless others who carried unseen weapons. Esther walked into a throne room armed with courage and prayer, shifting the fate of a nation. Daniel entered a den of lions, clothed not in armor, but in faith, and the mouths of predators were silenced. These testimonies remind you that the weapons of the Spirit do not fail. They prevail against odds that seem impossible. So, chosen one, stand firm in this truth. You are part of the same story, armed with the same Spirit, covered by the same power. Do not doubt the weapons placed in your hands. Use them boldly, wield them faithfully, and watch as Monday bows beneath the authority of the God who fights through you. Chosen one, every weapon in your arsenal is designed for victory. The word steadies your hand. Faith secures your heart. Prayer extends your reach. Worship sets your banner high. And obedience binds them all together. When you move in obedience, you wield every weapon with precision. Do not think you are weak because you feel the pressure of battle. Even the strongest warrior feels the clash. Strength is not the absence of pressure, it is standing under it without breaking. And your weapons ensure that you will not break. So prepare them now. Do not wait until Monday strikes. Open the Word. Sharpen your sword. Stir your faith. Lift your shield. Pray with focus. Thrust your spear. Worship with boldness. Raise your banner. Enter Monday clothed not in fear, but in full armor, glowing with heaven's authority. Chosen one, you are not defenseless. You are dangerous. And when you wield your weapons, Monday will not defeat you. It will bow before the one who arms you. Chosen one. There are moments when heaven asks you to mark time, not with your watch, not with your calendar, but with your faith. Monday is one of those moments. You cannot step into it casually, because this day is contested ground. It has been weighed in the unseen, and now it waits to be sealed. That seal comes not from rituals, but from the simple act of faith expressed in obedience. The people of God have always marked moments with visible signs. Abraham built altars where God met him. Joshua set up stones to remind generations of how the Jordan River was parted. The early believers broke bread to declare their covenant in Christ. These were not empty gestures, they were prophetic markers. They announced, "This moment belongs to God." And think also of Noah after the flood, when he built an altar as his first act on dry land. His sacrifice was a declaration that the earth he stepped on was no longer cursed but blessed. Or think of Samuel raising the Ebenezer stone, saying, "Thus far the Lord has helped us." These actions may have looked simple, but they carried deep meaning. They turned ordinary places into holy ground, ordinary days into eternal testimonies. In the same way, when you place your marker today, you are doing more than writing numbers. You are saying, "This Monday will not be ordinary. This Monday belongs to the Lord." You are setting apart time, covering it under heaven's watch, and declaring that no scheme of darkness will redefine what God has already sealed. And do not forget, prophetic acts ripple forward. Just as those ancient markers still speak to us thousands of years later, your declaration today may echo further than you imagine. Your step of faith could inspire another. Your alignment could shield your family. And your obedience could shift atmospheres beyond what you see. That is the power of marking time with faith. I ask you now, comment 444. Why this number? Because 444 symbolizes open doors, divine order, and heaven's alignment with earth. By typing it, you are declaring that the chaos intended for Monday will not prevail, because heaven's order overrides it. You are saying, "This day is aligned with God's will. The doors of protection and provision are open over me. The plans of the enemy are shut." No, the Spirit spoke through the prophet Isaiah. Chapter 22, verse 22. "I will place on his shoulder the key to the house of David. What he opens, no one can shut. And what he shuts, no one can open." No, this is the key you are holding now. By faith, you declare open what heaven has opened for you, and closed what heaven has shut against you. When you comment 444, you are stepping into that promise. You are not just sealing Monday, you are unlocking what needs to flow into your life and locking out what seeks to harm you. Chosen one, do not dismiss the simplicity of this act. Prophetic numbers may look ordinary on a screen, but in the spirit, they carry resonance. They are like echoes bouncing into eternity, affirming that you have aligned with heaven's decree. When you type 444, you are building an altar in digital space, a marker that says, this day has been covered. This life has been sealed. Oh, think of it this way. Every number typed is like a stone placed on an altar, alone. It seems small, but together, those stones form something unshakable. And your stone, your act matters. You are not only declaring for yourself, but adding to the altar of collective faith that covers every chosen one connected to this message. Do not hold back. The enemy thrives in silence. But heaven responds to declarations, and this act, simple as it may seem, is a declaration. It is your way of taking authority, of saying, I choose alignment. I choose God's order. I choose the doors He has opened. Remember how easily Monday can slip past unnoticed, but you will not let it. You will not allow it to be just another day. You will seal it. You will mark it. And in doing so, you transform it from a trap of the enemy into a testimony of God's faithfulness. Chosen one, I say it again, type 444, not out of routine, but out of revelation. Let it be your banner, your marker, your seal, and as you do, believe that heaven moves to honor your faith. The doors that must open will open. The doors that must shut will shut. And you will step into Monday not with fear, but with authority. This is your prophetic act. This is your alignment. This is your seal. Chosen one. The day of shaking always comes. It is the nature of life under heaven. Winds rise, storms break, and foundations are tested. And this Monday will not spare the world around you. Many will stumble. Some will fall. You will see people shaken in their thoughts, in their emotions, in their relationships. You may even feel the tremors pressing against your own heart. But hear this clearly, though everything around you sways, you will stand. Standing is not about ignoring the storm. It is about being rooted deeper than the surface winds can touch. It is about being anchored in something stronger than the shifting ground beneath your feet. Chosen one, your roots are not shallow, they stretch into eternity. You are grounded not in circumstance but in covenant. That is why, while others bend and break, you remain upright. There is a mystery here. Trials expose foundations. When storms come, what is built on sand collapses, but what is built on rock endures. You are being shown not only the weakness of others, but the strength God has built within you. That strength is not loud, but it is lasting. It has been formed in hidden places, forged through tears, and tempered through nights of wrestling. Now it reveals itself as unshakable. Chosen one. When others around you panic, you will remain calm. When others despair, you will carry peace. When others stumble into confusion, your steps will stay ordered. This is not because you are stronger in yourself, but because you are sustained by the one who never fails. Your stability is not personal, it is divine. Chosen one. Understand this also. Standing does not mean the storm will not touch you. It means the storm cannot undo you. Rain may drench your clothes. Winds may whip against your face. And thunder may shake the sky above you. But none of it penetrates the foundation beneath you. The storm can roar, but it cannot rewrite the covenant. You are secured by promises older than time, and they hold you steady when all else crumbles. Scripture says in the Gospel of John, chapter 16, verse 33, "I have told you these things, so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." And let those words sink into you. They are not promises of an easy path, but they are guarantees of a victorious one. Trouble will come Monday, may bring it, but peace will guard you. And that peace is not fragile. It is stronger than fear. Chosen one. Others will notice the difference. They will see how you carry yourself when the shaking begins. They will wonder why you are not panicked, why you are not broken. And in that moment, your life itself will preach. Without words, you will testify, "I am held. I am rooted. I am chosen." Understand this. Standing while others fall is not arrogance. It is testimony. It does not mean you mock those who stumble. It means you shine as proof that stability is possible in a world of collapse. It means you become a living altar, declaring the faithfulness of God without needing to boast. Think of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego standing in the fire. Their refusal to bow was not loud or proud. It was steady. And in the fire, they stood untouched while others were consumed. That is your story this Monday. The flames may rise, but they cannot claim you. The storm may shake, but it cannot uproot you. Chosen one. This is why the preparation has been so intense. Every warning, every stirring, every whisper of Scripture has been to ensure that when the shaking arrives, you are not caught unready. Others may fall because they ignored the signals, but you have listened, and now you will see the fruit of obedience. Let this bring you peace. Your standing is not fragile. It is not by accident. It is the result of grace shaping you, of discipline grounding you, of faith anchoring you. You may feel pressure, but you will not collapse. You may feel shaken, but you will not be shattered. Chosen one. This Monday will reveal the difference between those who are casual and those who are consecrated. The casual will stumble, but the consecrated will stand. And you are among the consecrated. You have been set apart, refined, and secured. That is why you will remain upright when others bend. So let the winds blow. Let the ground tremble. Let the storm arrive. You will not be moved. You are anchored in the unshakable, and nothing in this world has the power to uproot what God Himself has planted. Chosen one. When the storm has passed and the trembling has stilled, there comes a moment where the air shifts. What was meant for harm begins to reveal itself as a doorway into blessing. This is the mystery of divine turnaround. What the enemy intended to break you becomes the very stage for your breakthrough. Monday, though dangerous, will also carry signs of this holy reversal. At first, you may not recognize them. They come quietly, like a soft wind after heavy rain. A conversation that seemed ordinary suddenly opens into opportunity. A burden that pressed heavily against your chest lifts without explanation. A situation you feared would end badly turns unexpectedly in your favor. These are not accidents, they are signs. Heaven is showing you that the curse has been reversed, that what was set against you has been rewritten into testimony. Chosen one, do not rush past these moments. They are not small. They are heaven's way of saying, "See, I was with you all along." If you move too quickly, you may miss them. But if you pay attention, your heart will be strengthened as you realize the hand of God has turned Monday from a pit into a platform. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers and sold into slavery. For years, it looked like his life was buried under injustice. Yet when the time came, what others meant for evil was turned into the very path that positioned him to save nations. The pit was real, but so was the palace. The betrayal was painful, but so was the breakthrough glorious. That same pattern echoes in your life. Chosen one. Sometimes the evidence of turnaround is not thunderous, but tender. It may arrive as a smile you didn't expect, a word of encouragement arriving just when your spirit needed it, or a closed path suddenly replaced by one that feels effortless. These subtle threads, woven together, form a tapestry of proof that heaven has been working behind the scenes for your good. The ancient words recorded in Genesis, chapter 50, verse 20, declare, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." Oh, chosen one, this truth is alive for you today. Monday may have been marked as a day of harm, but heaven has already penned it as a day of good. The schemes of darkness cannot outwrite the script of God, and what you see as delay, loss, or attack may actually be the soil in which greater purpose is about to sprout. Pay attention to the signs of turnaround. They are often hidden in plain sight. A door you thought was closed forever may suddenly creak open. A person who once opposed you may unexpectedly speak peace. A difficulty you dreaded may dissolve before it ever touches you. Each of these moments is a reminder that you are not forsaken, you are favored. Chosen one. Notice also how your own spirit shifts. Fear begins to give way to peace. Weariness lifts as if you have been given new breath. What once weighed heavy now feels light. These are signs that heaven is breathing into your Monday. That strength is being renewed in the very place where you expected collapse. Do not dismiss the small shifts. They are like the first rays of sunlight after a storm. Quiet, yet undeniable. They tell you that the darkness did not win, that the storm did not last forever, and that the ground beneath you is fertile for new beginnings. Chosen one. The turnaround is not only external, it is internal. You may find courage rising where once there was hesitation. You may discover clarity in areas that were clouded with confusion. You may feel joy bubbling where sorrow once sat, heavy. These are signs that your inner world has been touched by divine reversal. This is the way of heaven, to bring beauty from ashes, joy from mourning, strength from weakness. Monday may shake the world, but for you, it will also reveal the hand of God weaving what was meant for harm into the fabric of blessing. So watch carefully. Do not let cynicism blind you. Do not let fatigue make you overlook the subtle shifts. Open your eyes and see the fingerprints of God in the details. For the turnaround is not just a promise, it is a reality already unfolding in front of you. Chosen one, this is your assurance. What was designed as a curse is already bending into blessing. What was prepared as a trap is becoming testimony. What was weighed as loss is being transformed into gain. And you will step out of this Monday not diminished, but increased. Chosen one. When you step through the shaking and see the signs of turnaround, something shifts in your calling. You are not left the same. Monday is not only about survival, it is about commissioning. Out of the very storm that tried to bury you, heaven raises you higher, gives you clearer vision, and entrusts you with greater responsibility. You are called not only to endure, but to lead. Picture a soldier returning from battle. His armor bears scratches. His hands carry scars. But his eyes hold wisdom that can no longer be taught in classrooms. That is you. You have seen what others have not. You have stood when others have fallen. You have walked through fire and emerged, not consumed, but refined. And now, heaven says, carry what you have learned. Share what you have seen. Strengthen others with the strength you yourself have received. Chosen one. You are being called into greater works. The scars of Monday are not wasted. They are your credentials. The tears you cried in silence are now oil for the lamp that lights the path of others. The wisdom forged in pressure is now bread to feed hungry souls. This is the weight of being chosen. Your story is not only for you, it is for many. The Word of God declares in the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 11, they triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. They loved not life. Your testimony is a weapon. What you lived through this Monday, what you overcame, is not only victory for you, it is ammunition for the entire army of light. When you speak, when you share, when you declare, others find courage to rise. Your voice becomes a trumpet blast that stirs sleeping warriors awake. And this is why I must speak plainly. Chosen one. Do not keep this message locked within your own heart. Let it spread. Press like, not for vanity's sake, but as if you were striking a bell in a tower, each sound echoing further, calling others to attention. Share this message as though you were extending a rope into a pit, pulling someone out who doesn't even realize rescue is near. Subscribe, not as a casual click, but as though you were securing a seat at the table where bread will continue to be broken and served. And if you feel stirred to donate, to plant into this work, let me paint it this way. Your gift is like water poured onto thirsty soil. What looks like dry ground suddenly springs forth with green. Every donation is a stream that allows the roots of this message to stretch wider, reach deeper, and nourish souls you may never meet in this lifetime. Imagine walking into eternity and meeting someone who says, "Because of your seed, I heard the word, because of your gift, I found my way." Nanda, this is not pressure, it is invitation. Just as rivers flow into oceans, your small act joins with others to create a tide strong enough to touch distant shores. Your generosity, your support, your willingness to engage becomes part of a movement larger than any of us. Chosen one. Do not underestimate the power of your response. Each like is a spark. Each share is a torch. Each subscription is a door opening to future messages. Each seed sown is a harvest waiting to grow. You are not only a receiver of light, you are a multiplier of it. And here is the mystery. As you give, as you share, as you spread, you yourself are enlarged. The same oil that flows through you flows back to you. The same water you pour out refreshes your own soul. This is heaven's design. Those who pour are never left empty. Those who scatter are never left barren. Those who give are never left without return. So, chosen one, rise into this commissioning. Carry your light boldly. Share your story freely. Let your voice be heard, your support be felt, and your flame be multiplied. For Monday was not only about proving you could stand, it was about proving you are ready to lead others into their own victory. You are not just a survivor of storms, you are a herald of hope, a torchbearer for others, a chosen vessel carrying testimony that can ignite faith in countless lives. Step into this higher call with courage, and let the world know the chosen ones are not silent, they are rising. Chosen one. There comes a moment after every battle when heaven crowns its warriors, not with the crowns of men, fragile metal and fading jewels, but with authority, with weight, with glory that cannot be stripped away. You have walked through storms, endured shaking, and stood firm where others have fallen. Now you are stepping into that moment of crowning. Monday is not only a battlefield, it is also a coronation ground. To be crowned is not about pride. It is about recognition of endurance and readiness. Heaven does not place authority on those who cannot carry it. Crowns are for the faithful, for those who have endured pressure without abandoning their post, for those who have chosen obedience when rebellion seemed easier. Chosen one, you have endured much. You have walked through valleys, pressed through nights of silence, resisted traps designed for your downfall, and now, heaven places weight upon you, not to crush you, but to confirm you. Understand this: authority is weight. It is the mantle of responsibility. It means when you speak, atmospheres shift. When you pray, doors open. When you walk, shadows retreat. Crowning is not about appearance. It is about power entrusted. And power is given only to those proven faithful, as was spoken in the sacred texts of old. Second letter to Timothy, chapter 4, verse 8. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to all who longed. Chosen one. This crown is not abstract. It is real. It is the confirmation of heaven's approval over your life. It is the declaration that you are not only chosen, but proven, not only called, but commissioned. You have walked through the danger of Monday, and now you are entrusted with greater authority because of it. Consider how kings are crowned after victory in battle, not before. Authority comes not in the training ground, but in the field of endurance. The scars you carry are not signs of shame. They are evidence that you qualified. Every wound healed, every tear sown, every step of obedience has brought you here. Chosen one. Feel the weight of this moment. Heaven is not careless with crowns. They are not handed out as trinkets, but placed with precision. They signify identity and destiny. You are being trusted with more because you have shown you can be faithful with little. You are being elevated, not for your glory, but for God's purpose through you. This crown also means new battles. Authority attracts attention. Darkness does not ignore the crowned, but do not fear. The same grace that carried you through the storms of Monday will sustain you in the days ahead. If God has crowned you, He has already secured your victory in the battles still to come. Chosen one. Wear the crown with humility, but do not hide it. Authority is not meant to be concealed. It is meant to be exercised. Walk into your world with confidence, not arrogance. Speak truth boldly. Pray with authority. Live as one who knows that heaven's hand rests upon them. Remember, crowns are not only for eternity, they manifest even now. Every time you choose righteousness over compromise, every time you choose obedience over rebellion, every time you stand firm, when others bow, you are wearing your crown. It is invisible to some, but undeniable in the spirit. Angels recognize it. Darkness fears it. Heaven celebrates it. Chosen one, do not question if you are worthy. Worthiness was never yours to achieve. It was given through grace. The crown is not a reward for perfection, but for perseverance. And you have persevered. You are still here, still standing, still burning with light. That is why heaven crowns you now. Step into this Monday not only as a warrior, but as royalty. You are not crawling through survival. You are walking in authority. You are not trembling at shadows. You are casting them aside. You are crowned with glory, sealed with righteousness, and clothed in power. Chosen one, lift your head. The battle tested you, but the crown affirms you. You are more than a survivor. You are a ruler in the spirit, entrusted with authority to shape the atmosphere around you. Wear it boldly, carry it humbly, and let the world see that those marked by heaven are also crowned by heaven. Chosen one. The danger of Monday is not the end of your story. It is a chapter, a training ground, a proving place. What you have faced and overcome has secured something deeper, a rhythm of vigilance, a posture of watchfulness, and a destiny anchored beyond a single day. This moment does not end with survival. It launches you into a season where vigilance and victory walk hand in hand. Understand this: vigilance is not fear. Fear waits for disaster. Vigilance watches for promise. Fear anticipates defeat. Vigilance anticipates glory. Chosen one, you are not stepping into your days trembling. You are stepping into them aware, awake, and ready. What you have learned through the storm of Monday has sharpened your senses. You are more alert to whispers, quicker to discern signs, stronger to resist cycles. This is the fruit of endurance. Think of a watchman on the wall of a city. His eyes scan the horizon, not to panic at shadows, but to sound the alarm when danger approaches. His role is not to live in terror, but in trust that his vigilance secures peace for those behind the walls. That is who you are now. Monday's storm did not diminish you. It trained you for this watchman's post. The ancient words of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 23 remind us, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. This is your call for the days ahead. Guard your heart, because it is the wellspring of your strength. Guard your thoughts, because they shape your words. Guard your steps, because they set the path of those who follow behind you. Vigilance begins within, and from there it radiates outward, shaping the way you walk through every new challenge. Chosen one. Destiny is not a single battle. It is a lifetime of choices. Monday was dangerous. Yes, but it was also a rehearsal. Many more days lie ahead. Some light and easy, some heavy with pressure. But every day becomes sacred when you walk in awareness. You are not drifting, you are directed. You are not tossed, you are tethered. This new season of your life carries responsibility. You now know that you are marked, that you are equipped, that you are crowned. With that comes the call to live intentionally, to stay awake, to keep oil in your lamp, even when others grow weary. The parable of the wise virgins was not about one night. It was about a posture of preparedness. And you, chosen one, are among the wise, because you have learned to listen, to seal, to stand. Let destiny be your anchor. You are not here by accident. Every storm you endured, every sign you noticed, every act of obedience you made has been weaving into the greater story of your life. And that story is not small. It is a testimony that echoes far beyond your own walls. Your endurance strengthens others. Your victory inspires others. Your vigilance guards others. Chosen one, see yourself rightly. You are not just one voice among millions. You are a torchbearer, carrying light into places others cannot reach. You are a sentinel, watching over gates others do not even know exist. You are a living testimony that God still chooses, still equips, still crowns his people for such a time as this. Do not let comfort lure you back into sleep. Do not let success dull your edge. Do not let routine blind you to the sacredness of each day. Remain awake. Remain sharp. Remain steady. For your destiny is not a single victory, it is a lifelong journey of vigilance and glory. Chosen one, the horizon stretches before you. Monday was dangerous, but you overcame, and now you step forward, not as one who barely survived, but as one who thrives. You are destined for more battles. Yes, but also for more victories, more revelations, more crowns. The story is not ending, it is unfolding. Walk on with courage. Walk on with clarity. Walk on knowing that your destiny is secure. Your crown is real, and your vigilance will carry you from glory to glory. The dangerous Monday will fade, but the lessons it carved into your spirit will remain forever. Chosen one, you have walked with me through every section of this message. From the first warning to the final promise, you have seen how Monday, though marked as dangerous, was transformed into a proving ground of destiny. You have learned that storms are not sent to destroy you, but to reveal the strength God has already placed within you. You are not just surviving, you are rising, crowned with new authority and secured in unshakable purpose. And now, I speak to you with sincerity. Do not keep this light hidden. Press the like button as if you were striking flint against stone, each spark helping ignite a flame that could warm another weary soul. Share this message as though you were extending a hand to someone lost in the fog, pulling them toward clarity. Subscribe, not as a casual act, but as though you were planting a flag in the ground, saying, "This is the place where I will return to be strengthened again." Oh, if you feel stirred to give, to donate, then see it not as loss, but as seed. Imagine a field waiting for rain. Your gift becomes the cloud that waters it, producing fruit for generations you may never meet. Every drop poured out becomes a harvest, not just for you, but for countless others who will be nourished by the word. And let your voice be heard. Leave a comment, not out of routine, but out of revelation. Your words may be the confirmation another chosen one needs to step boldly into their own victory. Chosen one, you are part of something larger than yourself. You are part of a movement of light, of faith, of endurance. And as you respond, the flame spreads. Together, we rise,